Hi, my name is Michelle Glover with Journey Unlimited, and thank you for tuning in to this video. And I'm going to cover the 5 reasons vision boards don't work. So I already know that you're looking at me with your vision board in your hand and you're saying, Michelle, I created this in January. What do you mean it's not going to work? What do you mean it's not going to come to fruition? I know it is. And I believe that it will for you. But I'm going to give you 5 tips that, if not implemented, your vision board will not be as effective. So maybe I'll put that in there so you don't automatically tune me out. And so the first thing is that there are a lot of pictures, but not a lot of plans. And I've been there. I've been to the vision board parties. I love it because it's all about visualization, right? Because we know that if you can't see it, it's hard to become it. So it's important to visualize yourself in the space that you desire to be in at the end of the year. And when you feel that and you're having fun and you're cutting out pictures and you get excited because you're like, I can see success at the end of this. But what happens is we stop there. We don't create plans. We don't create the steps to make it come to fruition. So then next year, what do? You create another vision board. And so I'm saying to you is, what plans are you putting in place to make those pictures come to life? And if you don't have a plan, that's okay. We'll talk about that later. So, and another thing is, part of the plan is it's not clear on what you want. So you have these general ideas of what you want your life to be, but it's not specific. And so one thing I would encourage you to get is specific on the goals that you have in mind, the goals that you want to achieve by the end of the year. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that, this is a good one too. There's a lack of consistent action. So did you know that January 13th is like failure day? And that seems kind of harsh, but January 13th is that day designated for when people stop their New Year's resolutions, or they give up on their New Year's resolutions. I think it's called Give Up Day, but either way, not a good day, because we lose traction and it doesn't take long. Or that you leave the vision board party and life gets in the way, things happen, and your vision board gets pushed to the side. And there's lack of consistent action and follow-up to make those things that you put on the board come to fruition. So if you feel like, Michelle, I'm that person who lacks the consistency, lacks the follow-up, that's okay. The first thing we got to do is admit that there's a problem. So that could be a problem. The third reason why vision boards don't work, and this is a tough one, so I'm going to share this with tough love, is that there are limiting beliefs that you don't believe that it will come to fruition. So I share this all the time, that where you conquer your goals first, where you conquer those stretch opportunities, where you go for, I'm going to take that leap of faith. You've got to conquer the mind first. That is the enemy that will keep us, or the inner me will keep us from moving forward faster than the enemy will. And so what limiting beliefs do you have that say, I want it, but I don't believe I can get it. I don't believe I deserve it. I don't believe I'm confident enough to get it. I don't believe and so you're stopping that vision to coming to fruition before anything else happens. And I do believe in the law of attraction and starting to breathe life and positive energy into those things that we desire. So if you are stopping yourself here, then all those things that you can put them on paper all day long. But if you don't believe you deserve it, you will never receive it or achieve it. So the first thing is, what limiting beliefs do you have when you look at your vision board that are stopping you from moving forward? Because we know that if it's fear, it is going to stop you from making that move, stop you from applying for that stretch opportunity, stop you from starting that business. So think of all of those limiting beliefs that you have, and then think to yourself, what do I need to do to change the narrative in my mind? That's a good one. So hold on to that. Write that down. What I need to do to change the narrative in my mind, to believe that those things I desire, I am worthy of them. And that's something you can do, actually. The things that you desire, write down. I am worthy of them. So the fourth thing that makes vision boards not as effective, again, I don't want y'all to hate me, is that we're not willing to sacrifice to receive it and achieve it and go after it. Sometimes we think it's going to be a 1-for-1. If I want it, cool. Everything I have, I could just get it. But oftentimes there are things that you're going to have to sacrifice. And the sacrifice does seem harsh, right? Like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to work hard. Yeah, you are. Maybe I have to go to extra classes, or maybe I have to take extra additional trainings or certifications to get those things that I have on my vision board. Yeah, probably so. Hey, I want that dream vacation. Well, maybe I got to start budgeting more and taking things out of my budget so that I can save up for my dream vacation. Yeah, you probably will. So, or even if it's, hey, I want to start that business. Well, maybe I need to start saving and preparing for that now. Everything that you desire, you can achieve it, but there may have to be some give and takes for you to obtain it. And what I like about that, yes, I'm going to say I like about it, is, and I share this often, as that the assignment typically comes before the applause, right? You've got to put in work to say, yes, not only do I want it, but I'm willing to work hard to get it. And then the applause happens next. Because the reality is, if it was so easy for you to have all those things that you desire, you would have them by now. But it's going to take that extra push to make it come to fruition. So what are you willing to give to get those things that you desire? And that's the sacrifice piece. Again, I know sacrifice sounds harsh, and you're looking at me like, I don't want to sacrifice. And then I say, oh, well, do you want those things that you desire? And then the fifth and the final thing is, and this is probably one of the most important, right? Everyone is important, but this is one of my favorites that I always share when talking about goals and achieving your goals. And that is what keeps those vision boards from being as effective, is that we don't connect an emotion to them. You say, Michelle, what does that mean? I share with anytime you're creating your goals, I want you to tie an emotion to it that you will feel at the end when you achieve the goal. And why is that? That's because emotions drive behavior. So I want you to think about that, right? So you eat. You eat because could be that you're hungry, or that you're happy, or that you're sad, or that you're celebrating, or that you're depressed, or that you're bad. There's so many emotions that drive the behavior of eating, but the action that you get is that you start to eat. But it's the emotion that creates that action. And so the same thing when it comes to eating is the same thing that comes to your goals. And it's, think of the emotion that you want to feel when you accomplish that goal, and write those emotions down. Because then when things get hard, I want you to visualize not just you achieving the goal, but the emotion that you will have when you do. So when you get stuck, when you get challenged, when you're like, I don't know if this is going to work, be in that space of feeling that emotion, because that will help drive you more than the tactical part of completing a goal. So I gave that away for free because that is one of my favorite tips I share with people when they are writing a goal, is make sure that you can attach an emotion to everything that you are doing or that you desire, that you want to achieve. So again, Michelle Glover, I like this message, but sometimes I may step on a little toes. Sometimes it may be a hard pill to swallow, but I want you to achieve everything that you desire. But if you look at those 5 things and you say, ooh, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then maybe you're not putting in the work to make those things that you desire come to fruition. And I don't want that for you. So please, again, revisit, take notes, and if you need any support, please reach out to me. And last note, I'm so excited for my Purpose Career Coaching Program. It starts in March 8th. I have a few more information sessions left, so you can see the link in this post. So if you want to learn more about the program, how it can move from this visualization and to plans and accountability to make those things that you desire come to fruition, then check out an information session. Again, the link is in the comments. Michelle Glover with Journey Unlimited. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.